Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Kamen Rider podcast. It's me, Kachiri, again, joined by Fresno Cat and Chris. And oh boy,
Wait a minute, Kachiri. That's the wrong title. No, hang on.
uh-oh.
You've got the complete wrong title. No, welcome to the name of the show isn't Kamen Rider Reviews. The name of the show is, of course.
Yes.
You'll have to ask Rain to give you the Always Sunny music.
Did I ever tell you guys one of my teams I did for like competitive Zelda random racing was called It Was Always Sunny in Pendant Pod, and we just had our faces on like makeshift like posters of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Anyway, yeah, no, Fresno just basically explained all 4 episodes in one image. So, what do you guys think about these episodes?
Good night, everybody. Now I can go eat my poutine. Oh wait, no. A bit more detail. I guess we have to give a bit more detailed analysis than that. Okay. For the sake of having a show, let's talk about episode 30.
Oh my god. So here's the thing. Out of all 4 episodes that we watched, episode 30 has the most notes. I've noticed that the more into the episodes I get, the fewer notes I take because I'm having so much fun watching the damn episode rather than taking notes on the episode. So,
this is a kudos to you, Kachiri. This is a good amount of episodes right here.
Oh yeah. What's up, Fresno?
I don't know if this is incredibly unprofessional or if it's like based, but I stopped taking notes a long time ago, and I just basically go on the vibes of what happened and stuck in my brain the most instead of writing it all down.
Most I do is I have the wiki page up so I can keep myself on track as to where we are.
Not entirely dangerous.
And she's already seen pictures of the final form, the final boss, all that.
No, I haven't.
You probably don't even know. All right, so we do start with episode 30. Oh, beforehand, I should probably mention some bad news. Around this time, it was announced that Kamen Red from the sister series that was airing at the same time, Machine Sentai Kara Major, contracted COVID.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And with the news of that, they announced that they had about 5-6 weeks of Rider left, and then they were going to go into hiatus while they figured out how they were going to keep on filming the shows. So this was the news that broke around this time. Everyone knew that what we've been like worried about, like we've mentioned multiple times throughout these podcasts, were coming up. While this was going on, a lot of amazing things happened in the world of Tokyo. A bunch of former like Tokyo actors did a crap ton of TikToks. They did some donations, like an actress who was famous for having a following of old dudes that were like obsessed with her heels, did a bunch of exercise videos in her heels. You know, just
wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you just imply a bunch of foot fetishists ran a charity?
Basically, yes. Yeah, so that was one of them. All the Red Rangers that were still alive sent a video of encouragement to Kamen Red, who was sick. What's up, Freza?
Well, I mean, hey, at least those foot fetishists put their money where their mouths were. Oh, wait, no, the money was in the foot? Oh, shit.
No, but it's actually, like, these videos were pretty cool. Because it was just a whole bunch of Kamen Rider and Super Sentai actors that haven't been around for 5 to 10 years, just doing stuff to try and raise money to, help out.
I mean, the world was in lockdown crisis at the time, so
yeah,
whatever happened.
There was also a YouTube video that was uploaded that is technically canon to the 01 story. We didn't need to watch it. It's that video I posted in Discord of Aruto versus Gut Busting Taro in a comedy off.
What in God's name did I watch?
So Aruto lost.
Yeah, well, Aruto lost the comedy battle too. But anyway, Episode 30. After all, I am the president and a Kamen Rider, which is like the third time they've used a title similar to this.
It's like what do you call it? What's that term when two things are kind of the same as each other? You know, there's a handy catch-all term that's just on the tip of my tongue.
I'm not going to indulge you, President, because that title is going to be coming in episode 36.
You know what, though, Kucheri?
Kamen Rider.
But this isn't a mirror. This isn't a mirror. This is literally talking about Naruto all 3 times.
No,
I
sorry.
will
I'm
indulge,
sorry. I am
Fres.
being indulged.
There's literally the final boss gets his episode title that is a mirror of this style. So
Soon.
Now
yes.
who's spoiling shit?
Well,
I'm
you guys
gonna be
pushed me to
good on this podcast.
You guys pushed me to this point.
No, we didn't. We didn't do jack shit. You just started spoiling us. It's really rude.
Anyway, so note that the intro this time around did not have an opening narrative because Naruto is no longer the president of Hiden. And yeah, we start out this episode with Guy just basically lying to everyone on national TV like the asshole he is.
As he does.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're gonna shut off all the Humagears and destroy them. So turn in your Humagears.
And you'll get a free Zaya spec because my technology is the way forward for humanity.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to go on a rant because I went on a rant with Chris when this episode came up. Okay. So this brings into mind the idea is that he just immediately shut all the Humagears off, right? We see that actually happen. They just stop working, correct?
Right. Yes.
Caregiver Humagears who take care of the elderly.
Yeah.
Trash people, nurses, doctors
Taxi
right in the middle
drivers.
of surgery, taxi drivers. What if anybody flies planes or helicopters? He just basically Thanos snapped a good portion of the population.
God damn.
I'm sure there was like something in place like you know, after today, make sure the Humagear is in a position to where we can turn them off safely or something like that. I'm sure it's not like
I don't believe that because we see in one of the episodes, we see Dalmo literally get turned off midway through her job.
Yeah. What's up, Fretz?
All right, Kat, I want to say first, you are correct, and it is incredibly fucked up that the ramifications of just pull the plug on the Humagears outright has for the various roles they have. But counterpoint, it's Gaiamatsu. Do you think he gives a single solitary fuck? This man.
I'm not thinking about Guy. I'm thinking about all the people who this affects. It's like, obviously, we get, you know, in these upcoming episodes, we're going to get all the people who are minorly affected. But, like, what about that old man who ran the sushi place? Like, that was going to be his protege. That was going to be who was going to run his sushi place afterwards. And now it's just basically dead weight.
What about the surgeon?
What if somebody was mid-surgery and now they have to scramble and find another surgeon because their surgeon, who might be the only surgeon that they have right then and there, you know, it has just shut down? And like, what if he was mid-cut and somebody started bleeding out? That could have caused like a serious emergency. As far as I can tell, nobody was given this warning. This is not the way that you run a freaking business. He's a terrible capitalist.
He's a terrorist.
He is. I agree, but he doesn't give one single solitary fuck, and any complaints, he'll just be like, here, have a free Zaya spec. Get the fuck out of my face.
And that's the other thing that really gets me. These guys, like, I don't know how much a Humagear costs, but you have to imagine that they're not cheap. This is like a full robotic body with an AI inside of it that can learn how to do things for you. Like, the manga writer had like 4 at the beginning, and he just kept replacing them easily. So he must be rich. So therefore, you have to have a decent amount of money to be able to afford one of these things. How much does a Zaya spec possibly cost? Because you
probably
go
from, like $400 or $500, just like most other.
I would imagine a Humagear probably like over $1,000. Of course, you know, translate that into whatever it would be for yen. But a Humagear has to cost at least over $1,000, right? So basically, he's saying, we're going to make your $1,000 machine a paperweight. You have to turn it into us, meaning that you have to take the time and money to be able to deliver it to us. And in the end, we're going to give you some really shit Google specs.
Okay,
Chris?
I need to raise a point. They made contracts to have the human gears, so it could have been a very affordable monthly subscription thing.
Maybe, but like then that also means that they're voiding the contracts. Surely those contracts state how long that they can have the human gears, what is promised for that human gears. So unless there's something in the contract that says, hey, we can take back your human gear any single time we want to, just because we want to, we can do that.
Yeah,
This really pisses me off.
almost like, maybe suddenly changing the terms of the contract in regards to profits is a bad thing.
Before I let Fresno speak, you got to remember this is also after months of gaslighting every single time like a human gear goes berserk. So, a good portion of the population is already scared shitless of them. What's up, Fresno?
You basically said exactly what I was going to say. This comes right after, the whole public referendum where it's like, oh, human gears stink. We don't need human gears. Boo! Boo, human gears. I vote no on human gear rights.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm still thinking of all those people who are going to be adversely affected by this. And like, I don't know if this fake Japan like that is the same as real Japan, but real Japan has a really, really big elderly population to the point that Japan's starting to kind of die out. So imagine how many of those have caretakers who are human gears. And think about how many of those have to try to figure out a way to get the human gear out of their house into an actual dumping site. So I'm not surprised that they have trouble with illegal dumping. I'm not.
Well, then at the same time, you also got to think about all the companies we learned about that is prosperity, and because their main salesperson is like a human gear, like the realtor human gear, like how's that
basically destroyed a good chunk of the economic success of Japan.
Oh yeah, and then
because he's busy about human gears.
We haven't met them yet, but there's also like human gears that operate farms and regulate how much feed and stuff goes in to have the perfect plants every single time and not have any, randomly die off. Like, I mean, they're all over the place. What's up, Frozen?
I think in Gaiamatsu's mind, he's like, any economic downfall that will happen because I pull the plug immediately will be offset by the fact that I'll just give Zaya specs to everyone, and then everything will magically work out because my technology is naturally better. And once we advance humankind, then everything will just work out the way it is. So it's
so what I'm hearing is he's also a shit businessman because he keeps giving away his product for free.
Yeah, and now he's also the owner of Eden, and the amount of losses from.
Yeah.
What's up, Chris?
Okay, so I also need to point out that those Zaya specs have the ability to take over people's minds. It is not against his business or his modus operandi or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because he's getting what he wants in the end, which is total complete control, because he is a fucking narcissist.
Well, yeah, we know that, but also nobody's going to be able to buy any because they spent all their money on a human gear who kept their business afloat, and now their business is going down, so they have no money, so they can't buy the freaking Zaya specs. And maybe they get one for themselves, but what about everybody else in the company?
I'm sure like he would happily hand them out because that just means in the long run he gets to control more people.
I guess, but even then it's like, ugh.
While this is going on, Naruto's watching this whole thing, and he finds a discarded human gear and throws him into a cart and goes up and runs into Jin. And we have a actual decent moment between Naruto and Jin here.
They finally talk.
This is, it's what you've been saying about how each Kamen Rider has their own distinct goal, and it's kind of like Venn diagrams. Sometimes they align with each other, sometimes they don't. And in this case, they're stating their ideologies, where Jin believes that human gears should be free from humanity's control, but Naruto wants to help the human gears, which they both want to help human gears, but Where they differ is that Jin wants to free them from humanity's control, whereas Aruto wants them to work with humanity. And he does get to share his beliefs with Jin and where they do align. And Aruto gets to wax poetic about his Humagir father and how he died and how he sees Humagirs as people and does agree, yes, they are people, and I don't think they're tools, and I respect them, and I want to help them however I can.
What's up, Chris?
Okay, so the difference that I have between Jin and Aruto is Jin, as of right now, not only wants to free Humagirs from humanity's influence, but also from controlling them himself. He's trying to get them completely away from humanity, whereas Aruto wants them to work with humanity or be treated as equal to and live with and thrive with humanity.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jin also wants to get them away from both Ark and Zaya because he's like, you can be a free and independent guy. You don't have to be here, like later on in this same episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get to see that a lot more when Jin's trying to speak to the Humagir guests of the next couple episodes. But
there is no guest. Permanent. Forever. Perfect. Maybe.
So Yaiba shows up. She's back at Ames, and she has a couple of grunts with her this time around that goes hard.
My God.
We have our new putties.
We have a very Japanese security dude that never talks, and we have a very American dude that never talks, and they're both got like fucking guns. Oh God, I didn't even bother to check for like trigger discipline, but like the way they're flailing the guns around is just like, you guys, seriously.
Yeah, so these are the horseshoe crab riders. We're going to be seeing a couple of these guys every episode for a bit.
These are the putties.
Yeah, they'll just get there to get their asses kicked and then run off.
Just to make sure, like because I heard that not everything was great with the deal. Are we like officially allowed to talk about stuff like that?
Yes. So for what we know, we're still not striking. However, there's a vote, but once they tally the votes, we'll find out if they agree to the deal or not.
Do you have more info for us?
I don't have any more info. I was just going to say, Kat, you should be happy about these higher goons showing up every episode. Because now we have someone who we have these grunts who we can kick the asses of, who aren't just, the regular grunt Humagirs that Aruto blows up instead of healing.
Oh yeah, they're humans. Fuck them.
Speaking of
Zaya. Fuck them. They allied themselves with fascist corporate tech.
Speaking of humans who fuck, Fu was here, and it's revealed that he quit Ames. Now he wants to Zaya boots.
Smash Zaya. Fuck him.
Yes, my time has come. Hang on one second.
Oh boy. What have we got this time?
Chris was very busy while we were watching this. This is why it took us so long to finish them. She was very busy.
Pause the episode. Open paint right now.
That's essentially what happened. Several times. Several.
All right. Lay them shit posts on us, Chris.
All right.
We don't shit
brace
posts.
for
We
mirrors.
masterpieces.
Oh, wrong one. Hang on.
Spoilers, don't look.
Yeah.
We don't see anything.
This is titled. Oh, come on. It needs a jar opener.
It spins right round.
He's desperately trying to open up this jar of blueberry jam and he can't do it.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Fuck off, Clip Champ.
Oh, I want to point out that, like, I know I'm kind of spoiling the clip shows a bit, but it's revealed that shortly between episodes 3 and 4, Yaiba actually told Fuwa how to actually open those keys.
But he just forgot.
No. He opens them his own
It's
way
after.
because he makes his own rules. No, but
so cool.
if he ever just slid the key into his gun, it will open up for him without him having to like do
he's
that.
just like, so she's just like, Fui, you know, if you tell me what.
No, that's actually how he just says it in the shows.
Tell me what to do, you bitch.
Oh, this
I love him.
dork, I love him.
I love Fua so much. I'm gonna be so sad when we finish this because, like, I want more of these characters.
So
I want more slice
I
of life
mentioned more than
characters.
once that there's 2 movies that I'll leave it up to you if we watch it or not.
Yes.
The last movie is Fua focused.
Oh,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
immediately
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So
You have to ask.
We're adding the others then. Okay. So we they get a fight scene. Fua's doing his soul. I'm gonna keep on asking this, but you're gonna have to tell me what your dream is, or I'm just gonna keep on kicking your ass. So he kicks her ass.
And Jin is going wild as well on the hired goons.
Yeah.
And it's
Because
revealed-
Arta.
Yeah. It's revealed that Fua has also basically stolen shit from Zaya because you can't tell him what to do.
Well,
Fuck
no.
Zaya.
The stuff he's stolen is the Rampage Gatling key that guy handed him. That's the thing.
Technically, he also did steal the actual gun from Ames, which Zaya, gave to Ames.
All the keys
so.
he has and stuff like that. So this is the second story Yuga Takahashi wrote, and one of the main villains of Xaid spoke like this a lot. Like, if a character was annoying him, like he was like, "I don't think my company runs your game anymore," stuff like that. It's dumb, other meaning shit. But we get a scene of the VP sucking up to Guy.
Big pick energy, you kiss ass.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Chris wrote.
Yeah.
I was also hoping so hard that Guy would turn around and say, "By the way, I don't need you anymore. You're fired." And then he would run over to Aruto and be like, "I hate this place. I want your help."
Also, you forgot the gosh, what is this called? Power thruple?
Or
yes.
thruple?
I was like, "Oh my gosh, Fua, Aruto, and Jin are gonna work together. It's a power thruple."
Careless whisper intensifies. No, but I love this bit that comes up because you thank you. And now that this podcast has been copyright claimed, so Yua calls up Guy and it's like, yeah, Jin left and he's headed towards Heeden, so you might want to watch out. And he's like, "Oh, Jin's coming here? Why? A Guy Amatsu can surely handle it." What? Who stole Azu with the 01 driver?
I wonder who the fuck that was.
You gotta remember, there's
Lovely.
that shortcut.
Love this.
There's a shortcut into the lab that they brought
behind
up.
one of the Humigear models.
Yep, that they brought up 20 episodes ago, and Jin used that.
Because we find out that Aruto actually asked him to do this.
Yep. Which is funny. Which is funny because whenever this episode came out, most of the chat rooms I was following was like, "How did Jin get in there without Guy knowing?"
He took the secret entrance.
Secret entrance. And I think I said like 20 episodes ago. Don't forget about that secret entrance. But yeah, no, Jin takes Izu and the belt back to Aruto. And Aruto, using those keys we saw, 2 podcasts ago that all the Humagears gave him, can use those keys to revive Humagears. And so he wakes back up Izu.
This is a nice touch where she wakes up and she calls him Aruto-san instead of Aruto-gacho because he's not the president anymore. He's just Mr. Aruto.
I thought she said Aruto-sama.
San, well, But whatever. It's not,
He-
honorific of respect, but not.
Either
you
way,
are
she
the
still
president.
called him Mr. Aruto, at the very least, according to the subtitles, rather than President Aruto.
I get
Yeah.
Sama's a little more respectful than
But
Sama.
yeah. So, but you also notice that she's also doing something. Like they don't point it out, but you can see the human gear ears go, you know, a lot since she wakes up because there's a lot going on in her head, and she's just empty stares for most of the rest of this
And so
episode.
Jin takes her outside and is like, "Oh yeah, well, hey, Izu, you're free now. You can do whatever you want. You don't need to do what humans tell you to do. You can
Be
reach the
free!
singularity."
No, this seems
free,
really funny
Naito!
because Isu grabs the Kamen Rider stuff, and then Jen grabs her, and they start running off, kind of like star-crossed lovers almost. And Aruto's like, "What the fuck? Where are you going?" And he chases after them. And so they stop in the middle of like this just empty area where the next fight's going to happen. Hint, hint. He's like, "Isu, you don't have to listen to Satellite Arc or Satellite Zaya. You don't have to listen to the humans. You could go and be free and run around on this farm upstate, all you could possibly want." And then Aruto comes up behind him and is like, "No, yeah, I agree. She can do whatever the hell she wants." And Jin's like, "Huh?"
Venn diagram.
But then, like as I said, Easy this whole time is blank stares because she's definitely doing a lot of stuff in her mind, which we'll find out here in like 5 minutes. But you just be like, see her go. She's like, "No, I just rather save President Naruto. That's all I want."
She
But
takes
first-
care of her boy.
Here's a big piece of shit.
Also, I love the little touch of the helicopter too. Just they have to show off he owns a helicopter with a giant Zaya.
Well, we already know that Rufus Shinra owns a helicopter, so obviously Gayamatsu has to own a helicopter.
Yeah. He's
That's
basically
my
Rufus.
human gear, and I'm going to exterminate it.
How dare you steal my human gear?
Well,
How dare you take the shit I
Jin-
was going to throw away anyways.
yeah, Jin goes ahead, transforms, starts fighting Thouser. Thouser orders the hard crabs to shoot at Izu, which Archer jumps in front of and blocks the horrible CGI bullets. And it's revealed that he's literally wearing all the human gear keys.
We should mention that before he came out to this location in the middle of our rock quarry, I can't talk right now. Before he left, he looked at Yai and said, "I want you to go ahead and delete all of the human gear data from Satellite Zaya." And as he's talking to them, he's like, "You'll never be able to restore another human gear again. All of the data is gone. Isn't that right, Yua?" And she's like, "So it's not there."
What? Okay, I like this touch because Aruto is protecting the human gears symbolically, but also the human gears are protecting Aruto literally because they take the human gear data takes bullets for him.
Not just any human gear, by the way.
The security guard Mamoru's human gear, episode 2. Wow. And so he bravely picks up the 01 driver, and he's ready to transform and kick the ass of Thouser. I said ready to transform. Ready to...
Wait, 1 second. And Thouser's like, "You know what? No." And
the 01 driver only works for presidents, and you're not a president. Now die.
Big explosion. And what comes out of the explosion? A jump to the sky that turns into a rider kick.
Oh, I fucking love the way that they get around this whole, "Oh, you're not a president, so you can't transform." Should we just get into it? Because it's so good.
No, I think it was about 6 months ago, I explained this plot twist while talking to Rain about a different show in the Discord room.
Oh my god. You're hiding shit in plain sight now.
So, Izumi this entire time has been registering Aruto a brand new company he could be a president for. And since Satellite Zay still chooses Aruto to be its protector, and the fact that the belt only works if you're a president is a loophole to become Kamen Rider Zero One.
I love it.
I love this so much. Okay, but I had a thought when we got to this whole only the president can be a comrade. You remember how Big Pick Energy was always like, "You're not fit to be the president. I should be his successor." Can you imagine a world where this asshole is Kamen Rider 01?
Guy would have won a lot sooner.
Definitely.
Guy would have won a lot sooner. One fight with Hirobi and this guy would get the hole through his fucking chest.
Yeah.
Anyway, and it's time to do what we hinted at the start of this podcast. Aruto just outright starts kicking Thouser's ass. Just not even transform him to Metal Cluster Hopper. He just starts kicking his ass as regular 01.
Yay.
Also, I want to point out that during this whole thing, like the bullet that Aruto took, he took for Izu, and he's been protecting her this entire time. And like they're trying to get her to Singularity. It's like she's already Singularity. It's fine. She's been Singularity this whole time. She's just a little busy.
She was very busy. Like as I said, this whole back half of the episode, every time, like you just kept on seeing her ears do the whole bleep, 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 and she's just staring blankly because like she was just busy filling out tons of paperwork. Oh,
reminder.
But yeah, so Jin defeats the grunts. Aruto goes Matter Cluster Hopper, kicks Thouser's ass. We get the first of many, "Oh, this isn't the last of me," as he's barely standing back
I'll
up.
get you next time, Aruto. Next time.
The grunts run over to try and help him. "Don't touch me!"
That's wait, no, the "don't touch me" isn't until like 32, 33.
I thought it was the very first. I don't know. He gets his ass kicked a lot in these next.
But I think it's only one time.
Let me drop some pretenses. He gets his ass kicked a lot for the rest of the series.
Good.
He's earned it. He's a bad man.
I was trying, like, the spoiler. I was like, can I give you guys a spoiler last week? I was going to tell you guys, Thouser basically does not win another fight for the rest of the series.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
And let me even take that one step further. I told you he's the main character of the spinoff that's been going on in an internet show. He technically won one fight against a Kamen Rider from X-Aid. That Kamen Rider came back, kicked his ass, and his ass has just been getting kicked over and over again since.
So what I'm hearing is we could be watching an entire series where Thouser gets his ass kicked, and we haven't been yet.
Well, we'll get to that point maybe if we keep on doing this. Anyway, what's up, Fred?
Yes.
You're telling me that Kamen Rider Thouser, Guy Amatsu, has now become the Yamcha of 01.
No. Let me even tell you this right now. Thouser does not get another form for the rest of 01. He gets a final form on par with the final boss for one of these post shows, and he still gets his ass kicked.
But I do like this way of getting it. Like you can't, like Kamen Rider 01 has always been a little bit of a show that subverts expectations. Like you remember back with the basketball thing, you expect, they win the game, and in the last second, no, they lose the game. And so the same thing here. And then it's like, it's the big competition, but they're going to be even, and then Aruto is going to win at the last second. Oh no, he doesn't. He lost control of Heaton. And so going into this,
Then I was right.
Yes, Kat was right. Going into this, you think, okay, so they're gonna pull. It's a narrative collapse, but they're gonna pull some shit where Aruto gets his company back and he defeats Samatsu once and for all, and everything's hunky dory. Actually, no, the asshole still controls his grandfather's company, and all Aruto did was just start his own grassroots business where he's gonna work with Yuma Gears.
Yeah, he has a very probably super cheap in the middle of nowhere warehouse that Easy apparently bought with whatever's left in his savings, and he now owns He Did Manufacturing Limited.
I kind
And-
of like this. I mean, what bothered me was that Naruto is like this good guy and all, but this is a world where the capitalists are evil, actually. But Naruto's not really so much a capitalist now with a big company and big office. He's just a humble little guy working out of a warehouse trying to make the world a better place. I like that.
Honestly, I would argue that Naruto was never a capitalist. He was just sort of handed capitalism, and he was like, well, what the fuck do I do with this? I'm just going to be a good person.
Yeah, he never thought of anything in like money wise or anything like that. He always took his employees' needs first. But yeah, no, we spent a long time on episode 30. Now we move on to Take Off Towards Your Dream, episode 31. And Naruto's having a hard time coming up.
Well, you get to that point, we should mention that at the end of episode 30, Hirobi comes by and talks to Jin. And he's like, wow, you made a friend. Are all your plans going exactly the way they are? And Jin's like, I am making him my friend. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for him to let his guard down and then steal all his stuff. You can't tell me what to do.
Venn diagram. They actually did work together a little bit, or they worked together a little bit in 31 here. That's
they worked together to stop Bowser in the previous episode, but yeah, no. Again, best like this also goes for any other Kamen Rider series. Like a series could have like 15 writers, but each one has like they may all be on the side of good, or they all might be some evil, but they each have their own reasons why they're good or evil. Which is always
it's almost like character diversity is important.
Yeah, and then you go watch Super Sentai, and it's like, oh, we're all goody two-shoes that, you could probably replace us with any other character, and we'll still be the same. Sorry.
I wonder what Tokusatsu series Kuchiri prefers. It is a mystery. no, but I like I said, the Venn diagram thing. Sometimes it goes align, and sometimes they don't.
And it also just makes things, you just don't know what's going to happen next. Like, I could tell you in the next episode that we haven't gotten to yet, Hirobi and Naruto are best friends.
Honestly, at this point, I probably believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Naruto and Jin working together. Like, if you told us that shit in like episode 10, I would never fucking believe it. But like,
I would have.
Their character arcs have progressed to the point, and they've learned and grown from all of their experiences with Humagears and what they want the world to be. That yes, at some certain points, their goals align, and they're like, okay, I want this, and you want that. And that asshole is going to stop both of what we want. So let's kick his ass together.
Basically.
Yeah.
I also like how in this episode, I'm sorry.
It's basically the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So
I just like in this episode how like the ending of episode 30 was like, I'm totally gonna steal all his stuff, and this one's like, oh, we've talked about it, and we understand each other. Our sympatheers have met each other. And now we're friends.
Cat said it, not me. Cat said it, not me.
I need to get Fresno a shirt that says Cat or Chris said it, not me. And then just put like all the logos of the different Symphogears on there.
Christmas is coming.
Maybe sneak in an Naruto logo. But anyway, let's talk about Take Off Towards Your Dream, which Naruto starts out the episode by having a hard time to come up with his company's mission statement, or as he calls it, a motto.
Yeah.
Basically, mission statements in most current businesses is just a few, 10 to 30 words of what your company's about. Anyway, what's up, Frozen?
Naruto can't come up with a motto. What's a motto with him?
Hey! So while this is going on, Naruto finds out that he has his first customer, which is the manga dude from episode 5.
Holy shit! What a call!
G-Pen. Poor G-Pen.
And So he's wanting G-Pen to wake back up again, which Aruto does have that key. And we get ourselves a new opening narration to the intro. Which is kind of cool.
Are the human gears going to be used for good or evil?
But yeah, so we cut straight back over to Hedon, where Satellite Zara has apparently decided to shut itself off, so Zaya can't use it.
Good.
Makes sense.
It's like, no.
And Guy is just like looking at this pamphlet from Hedon Manufacturing. It's just like, I want you to go destroy this business immediately because I hate him. I hate him. And I hate Humagears. And I hate that hedgehog. Wait, wrong.
Oh, God.
Evil always wins because good is dumb.
Guy is so generically evil in these episodes.
God. Oh, for the next 3 episodes, the next 3 episodes are literally him in his office like, my plans are progressing smoothly. But however, Aruto Hedon still exists with that goddamn company. Yua, go over there and destroy those Humagears.
Yeah, no, that's basically that's his entire plot in all 3 episodes, and then he just shows up at the end to get his ass kicked.
Damn that Aruto Hedon and his ability to pick the Humagears back up, and his long, luscious hair, and the sweet kissable. Wait, what?
And his stupid yellow shoes.
I
would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling Humagears and that yellow bug. Anyway,
I love that, I don't usually go into this whole, if he just did this, he'd win instantly, that whole ding bullshit. But like, if he really wanted to destroy Aruto's business, he would just, hire a fucking bulldozer and plow into the building at 4:00 in the morning. But no, he's got too big of an ego. He has to have his hired unit show up and say, yes, it was I, Zaya Enterprises, who crushed you, Aruto.
Counterpoint. There's a missing episode where he did that, and then Chief and his buddies rebuilt the entire warehouse just as this.
That is canon.
This is some Wile E. Coyote shit. I love it.
Oh my god.
That is the best.
No. I know that this happens because we have to have Kamen Rider fights versus the hired goons, hard horseshoe crabs, and Gaida, and sometimes Stowser.
But instead of that fight, we have Arno versus Jin, because Jin's like, hey, you know what? I'm just going to take all those Humagear stuff. I know in the last episode I said I was going to wait, but I'm immature.
But, as Kat said,
they learn. They become friends. Hooray!
Venn diagram.
But beforehand, Jin does kidnap G-Pen, who G-Pen is lost. G-Pen is just lost. He has no connection to Satellite there. He doesn't know what's going on. And Jin's like, just think for yourself. Think for yourself. What's up, Frozen?
We should backtrack a little bit because this does mirror nicely with Aruto, because the whole point of the manga guy bringing in G-Pen is not just, holy shit, my Humagear deactivated in the middle of work, which, again, maybe inconvenience, but, it's like, hey, get them back up and running. But Aruto, being the compassionate one he is like, Humagears aren't tools. They're supposed to be our friends. So I really think that it would be best if we get G-Pen's consent to working with the manga guy instead of for the manga guy. And so he reactivates and is like, so do you want to work for this guy, or are you just doing it because you're obligated to? And he's like, I don't have a connection to the satellite. I don't know. I can't connect to the Wi-Fi here. What's going on? And
they might have to talk to each other.
Yeah, and it's the same with Jin. Jin's like, hey, you don't have to be controlled by the satellite. You can be free. You can be free. I'm not connected. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna wander off here.
Oh, hey, a poster for that thing I helped make.
Yeah, and Yeah. Oh, this is bad. That he does eventually just wander into the streets, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, there's a human here! Holy
Yep.
shit! Ah, ah! Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Of course,
a
Ames is
fucking
called.
monster and kill us all! Call the cops! Call the National Guard! Call Ames!"
And
Yep.
Ames rolls up, and
Well, before we get to that
Kaiba's-
point,
Yeah.
we need to point out why the manga wants G-Pen activated. And it's because he wants G-Pen to make his own manga. AI art, huh?
AIR. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I emphasize with the Human Gears in the world of the show, which is wild because normally I would not be in favor of the whole AI art thing. But, it's presented in an ethical and interesting way here. He's not doing it solely for the sake of, then I don't have to do the work, which we already did that plot line in episode 5. He's doing it because he respects the artificial intelligence as a sentient being and partner and wants to showcase their creativity.
So, let me throw this hypothetical out there, which I'm on the side that AI art is bad. I even posted that horrible Phoenix Wright picture the other day that was made with AI art. So let's say you have like a really famous artist who's now like developing arthritis and stuff. If he, has someone create like the save of art AI thing that, you feed all of his art into, and he's the one that's controlling it, are you okay with AI art then?
I will say, I have recently kind of changed my stance on AI art, if only because AI art is really great when it comes to making pictures of Asian women crying at eggs. So,
What?
Oh my God! All right,
No, we're not going to
to
explain anything. We're not going to explain anything. That's all you get.
I'm still gonna show him.
Well, yes, you're going to show them 100%.
Yes, absolutely. I have to. There's no way I cannot.
Yeah, seriously.
What?
It should
It's
be on our
actually
track.
where's it? Oh my God.
Look, sometimes you just need a lot of pictures of Asian women being really sad at eggs that are being presented to them by vaguely military men.
Wait, what?
What?
All right, I'm going to show
Look,
the.
they need to look. We have to make sure that these women eat all these eggs. Okay, this is it.
I'm going to show that horrible AI image real fast, just because it's bad.
Well, look, the AI art is supposed to get you so far, and then you edit it so that it's complete. You're supposed to be working in tangent with it, not
I don't
just.
think you can edit that, unfortunately.
Look at that finger. It's like the middle finger, and now we have multiple displays going on. Oh, it's the infinite mirror.
Hey!
Just
Is happy now? You're gonna have to switch it over, Chris, because it's not showing the actual things.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it not? Oh my God! How do I?
Infinite mirror. Infinite mirror.
I thought I told it to share the screen. Hang on 1 second.
Probably the wrong
cut
screen.
You cut it before I could get infinite thumbs up on the go here.
There we go.
All right.
What the fuck?
And it's in the style of 1940s World War II propaganda.
Yes.
Look, sometimes you just need some AI drawn pictures of women being really, really sad at eggs.
What is wrong with those eggs?
They need to eat the eggs. They need to eat all the eggs. The hands aren't too bad in these, honestly.
Wait, is this the egg slut you was talking about?
No, that's a restaurant in Singapore.
Oh, okay.
It started with that though. There's just so many of them.
Yes, there's exactly the same amount of eggs too that they have to eat.
No, it was from a green text that somebody did on 4chan forever ago. It references the a meme.
Well, you're not
that
supposed to
spawned
explain
from
it to them.
Oh no, totally gonna explain it to them.
Damn.
Oh man. So
Anyway,
yeah.
they're confused.
Anyway, I just want to sum all that up with some interesting. I have interesting analysis to sum all of what we just experienced up.
Accurate.
Aye. Anyway, so Ames is called out. They're all pointing their guns at G-Pen, and it's a very tense situation. It's maybe not as tense as it should be, but at the same time,
No, there's definitely some tensions and allegories you could be making about this.
oh, don't worry. 01's going to be making those allegories in a couple podcasts.
Okay, well, we'll
Hey,
wait for
what's up, Chris?
Okay, so the whole fight in this episode, I had to write down one note, and that was good boss versus evil boss, because there's a whole moment with Yaiba, like, getting that whole is she gonna turn thing again, because Aruto's very obviously protecting G-Pen and saying, like, hey, he deserves to live out his dream, don't destroy him, while they're coming at him, getting ready to just devastate this human gear that's not doing anything, not hurting anybody. And that's when G-Pen reaches singularity, is when he realizes, hey, I want to draw manga. And Yaiba is so stunned, she doesn't destroy him. She calls off the attack and she leaves without.
And even better, Jin is watching this entire thing fold out so he can see Aruto's true feelings about Humigears. Even more.
Hey, Venn diagram.
But then we get a scene of Guy not happy at Yaiba for doing that, and him reminding that she is a tool.
And that further pisses her off.
Now, this is a thing that, well, I guess it's not exactly breaking my headcanon. I remember going off last podcast about the whole, Yaiba's not controlled. She's just misguided. But now we've got this thing where it's like, he literally can make her zap her brain chip if she misbehaves and be like, bad, sit, be good. You are my jewel and you do as I say. And you don't think. You're not paid to think. I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so it's yet another moment of Yaiba going, are we the baddies?
Unfortunately, yes.
But now we gotta get to our ass kick Thouser o'clock meeting. So we get another fight between Yaiba and Fuwa. So we get another awesome fight between Yaiba and Fuwa. I put down there's a amazing flip shot between the Fuwa Yaiba fight. I completely forgot what that was about.
I think that's when Yaiba gets the key.
Yeah. But that's next episode, I think.
Yeah. Well,
that's the next episode. But there was apparently a really good shot.
Is it the shot where I think the camera makes it look like it goes straight into US back and then through her, focusing on Vulcan?
Probably.
That might be the one.
I do a bad thing, and I watch these like after we get done with our podcast, so they're not as fresh in my mind as it is on YouTube.
He just can't wait to watch Kamen Rider, y'all. He's just that into everybody.
Fuwa's actor, I should mention, if you didn't notice, he had a different way he transformed into Rampage Vulcan in this scene, where he just kept on punching and kicking all the bullets.
I love that. I love the roundhouse.
He has a YouTube channel that he was updating until recently, and he did some of his videos with subtitles because he knew he had American fans, and he did this whole explanation on how he was given a lot of control over how each form was a transformation. So like how he punched for his main form, he backhands for the gorilla form, that sort of thing. And basically, the directors wasn't happy with all the different ideas he had for Rampage Vulcan. So, what's up, Krista?
Are you telling me that all of this time Fuwa's had a YouTube channel and you haven't linked that shit to us?
Oh, I have. There's an amazing video. No. One of the best videos on YouTube is a Animal Crossing video he does with Eezee's actress.
What?
And
What?
they have
You've been linking this.
Link
shit to
this
us.
immediately.
and they have a fishing competition, and it's revealed
Look,
that
shut up and link it.
it is revealed that Izu's actress's fans actually made her an Izu outfit.
That's adorable. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
That is.
Anyway, you guys can talk about the Mayo shot and Jin Naruto versus Guy now.
Oh my god. Yeah, all three of them
Naruto
combined.
versus Guy? Hang on.
Yeah.
There we go. What a lively discussion. No. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh my goodness. So the choreography here is incredible, and I do have to give props to Thouser's suit actor because he knows how to make it look painful. The CGI though was a little, but it still came out looking pretty good for what it was.
I mean, that describes just 0-1 and I think most Kamen Riders in a nutshell is the CGI was
Honestly, I think by now we've gotten used to it.
yeah.
The fake fire still sends me. I don't. There's nothing on the ground to be burning, and yet big plumes of fire and smoke. It's just a little extra.
It's Kamen Rider magic.
Anyway, the battle is won. Aruto's goes back inside, and he's got the.
Wait. We forgot to mention. So Aruto is left fighting Guy and the two goons alone, but then Jin comes in and says, "You know what? I'm going to place my trust in you, and I'm going to help you out." And he helps them fight off like Thouser and the goons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power
So
thruple.
good.
I wish I had written more notes because this, like, if I don't write it down, I don't remember it. My filing system in my head is absolutely fucked. But yeah.
No, there's a SpongeBob meme for that.
A meme for everything?
I linked the videos for you guys. I also found one where he had a spicy food battle with Hirobi.
Oh
Yes!
my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, look at the Isu Animal Crossing character. That's so cute.
Also, Fuwa is absolutely adorable. I don't remember his actual name. I'll find that out in a minute, but he's so adorable.
But yeah, no, he did some streaming. He did some horror game stuff. He was actually very he updated quite a bit, and then he just sort of stopped a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Kind of unfortunate, but he actually had a lot of great videos. As I said, he knew he had
But
American
also,
fans, so like half of them were translated for his American fans.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Also, Chris,
Thanks.
is this you?
What?
Is this you?
Yeah.
A meme
about
right.
for everything.
A meme for everything.
So anyway, Aruto, they have Amano now take off towards a dream because he wants all the human gears to take off towards their dreams.
Dreams it's like said 45 million fucking times in these next 2 episodes.
Yeah. Every time somebody says, "What is your dream?" Take a shot. Don't make
Die
it.
of alcohol poisoning before you get through the midway of the
episode ends with the blank human gear that Aruto saved in the last episode.
Oh, this is great.
He's moving around. He's speaking. It's very Robin Williams from Centennial Man.
Bicentennial Man?
Yeah, that movie. And really creepy. And the first thing Aruto does is use the Shista key to revive her. She was like, no.
I'm not the president's
Pretty
aide.
much.
Excuse you. This is a celebratory thing. You need this guy. And she activates the AI.
Assassin Chan!
I know, it's so cute.
You say that's not his name, but that's how we all know him.
I love Assassin Chan.
I love him.
And he
I'm
starts
so
the
happy.
party with Easy, with his so cute.
And then they made like a
Cute.
jacket joke with the happy and the happy occasion. It was just
Naruto Shinaito, as it were.
Irish Naito, yes.
Anyway, but yeah, no. Now you know why I decided to cut back from 5 episodes, because this has been a lot, and we've only got 2
Yeah.
episodes in.
No, I think we can go through the next 2 pretty routinely.
We are not going to go through the next 2 pretty quick because episode 32 is the greatest piece of media that has ever existed in like the entirety of forever.
Oh my god.
Runway of Dreams. So we are introduced to Delmo, which is the word model rearranged.
Yes.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Naruto even makes a pun about this. Naruto Shinaito again.
Mhm.
But you can't spell
They want
models.
her-
No.
But I do love how Arto has keys of different Humagears that wasn't featured in the montage when they were making the blade to control Metal Cluster Hopper. So it's kind of cool that we're actually getting new Humagears while all this. Like they could have just brought back Smile or brought back, the lawyer or something. What's up, Fredzo?
I mean, if you want to nitpick, you could be like, oh yeah, he took all the Humagears, but like realistically, how many fucking jobs are there? There must be like 4,000 fucking Humagears.
Fredzo, good news. There's a 2-part clip show all about that.
Oh, goody, Joey! Wow, my canon questions are solved. No, but I don't care about.
It sounds a lot like we're going to need to watch the clip shows.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
probably on our own time.
nah, Kichiri got that covered. But
No,
whatever
I did.
specialized Humagear they need is one that just happens to be safe, even though we never saw them before. So you need a supermodel fashion Humagear? Sure, we got one of those in stock. And
It's my
again,
Okay.
just to mention what Kat was saying about the whole guy's abrupt Humagear shutdown is abrupt and disastrous. The agent for Delmo basically says, "Oh, she was in the middle of a job and she just shut down." And I was like, "What the hell?" So I took her over to you guys to see if you can get her back, and they did. And it's like, "Oh, thank God, hooray!"
Yeah, and the interesting thing is she has the best personality. She's so bubbly and vibrant. Loved her. It's very obvious, she's singular as fuck.
And she's proud of being single. Wait, what?
Also, Fua is here.
Fua now works for Arto as his bodyguard.
Yay!
Hell yeah, that's great. Oh man,
Power throuple,
Fua's
power
a wonderful
throuple.
guy.
I
He was wonderful.
love Izu, Domo makes fun of Fua, saying he has this scary business face, and Izu she tries to do a business face, and it's just peak.
Man,
So
Fua's
cute.
Fua's great.
He's
Fua's
just
great.
adorable.
Yeah, Fua's great. He's so reliable. I sure hope that nothing happens to make him
Oh, hey,
unreliable.
Naki's back.
Oh wait,
Uh,
no,
Hey,
because stealing the key was part of Guy's malicious scheme to get control of Naki, the NB Humagear who lives in Fua's brain chip and can brainwash and control him.
I think by now, like in current times, they have become a he. So I think we could say he.
I'm going by the
NB.
show. The
Yeah.
actor is he, as Kichiri mentioned.
Yeah, his actor's a he, but they were very adamant that Naki's a non-binary or
Gotcha.
genderless.
Okay.
Yeah,
Again,
actor was very adamant about that.
I'm just going by the character, but the actor is a trans man now, as Kuchiri mentioned.
Oh, yeah.
last time.
Oh, yeah.
So again, good for them. But and this episode has a lot of Naki in it, and it's really great.
This episode's so good. I love Naki as a character.
So
Naki is
once
adorable.
again, Yaiba and
Yeah.
the goons show up to be like, we're going to destroy the Humagears. Rogue Humagears in spotted. They must be exterminated. And so we transform. We're ready to fight. And then, oopsie doopsie, here goes a hacking, and Naki emerges as the dominant personality through his brain chip. And I follow the orders of Zaya. The Humagears must be eliminated. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and so we get this like a horror movie-esque scene where Izu and Delmo is running through the warehouse. They try hiding in boxes, which isn't really
Actually-
helping.
Yeah,
We
wait. We're
skipped
skipping
something.
over so many things. All of the
Please, go
things
ahead.
that I have actually spent a lot of time on
Go
preparing
for it.
you.
Oh,
Is part of
please,
it
go
part of it the face massager?
Yes.
Oh,
We completely
I
glossed
thought we might be
over.
able to get away from this.
No.
Naively.
No. We cannot move away from this face massager, which technically
Oh,
she doesn't even need because she is a Humagear.
So
Fuck.
Fuck.
We had to make sure it was
Oh, poor-
tasteful for the kiddies.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
yeah, she goes on and on about like what her dream is, how much she desperately wants to be on the runway. There's a big event coming up that she really wants to be on. It might be dangerous because Guy's obviously gonna try and fuck that up because, hey, a hot Humagear model being proud of being a Humagear. Maybe that would humanize the Humagears. Oh, that would be
We
bad.
can't have that.
Yeah. And then the whole thing with Fua happens and like shit gets blown up and she runs and hides. Wait, wrong one.
Oh, I love this.
Wrong one!
First one.
Okay,
We
yes.
will-
I was hoping I would be able to catch it before you suddenly changed it, but you didn't.
No, I did not
So-
because my microphone is in.
Imminent doom. I need this. Oh no!
It's just a tiny sensor bar. The fastest tiny sensor bar. What the fuck?
No. That's
We had to make it tasteful for the kids.
No. That's very accurate.
No. If this was
How would
if this
you
was a
know,
real Japanese
Chris?
live action thing, it would be just a really bad blur.
I plead the fifth.
But yeah, so they're hiding. They're not hiding very well because, of course, as a Humagear in his Kamen Rider suit, apparently they have heat vision.
Yeah,
I love,
big hidden
I love
boxes.
this bit. I love this
I
bit
love
because before Naki can get them, the Naruto bursts in and is like, Fua, snap out of it. You're not under control. You're not under the control of Zaya. I do the will of Zaya. I follow the will of Zaya. I follow the commands. And then Delmo bursts out of the box and is like, you fucking idiot. You need to follow orders. You need to be told what to do. You should be a free spirit, you dumbass.
And Yaiba's over there like,
And Izu was just like,
Oh
"Come
shit,
on."
I can make this joke now. Arto runs up to Fu and is like, "This heart, Remus! This heart of yours!"
Oh,
What?
God. It's a Harry Potter reference. Anyway.
Oh, good.
God, that moment was so stupid.
yeah, it was.
Yeah. But Jin shows up, knocks out Fuwa, looks at Artem like, trust me with them. Okay.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye. Mind you,
So
My third boyfriend. Have fun
Mind
with
you,
second
the last
boyfriend.
time Jin was with Fuwa, he literally just wanted to rip out the brain chip from Fuwa's brain. So this isn't probably going to work out
I mean-
well.
I mean, there's
Well-
still time.
I mean,
Uh,
Naruto is trusting. Jin trusted Naruto last episode. Is quid pro quo, return the favor.
but we can't let that get away of our fashion montage.
Hooray!
oh my gosh. Like all the cuteness. Just totally into it.
Honestly, I want some of these outfits.
Right? They're so cute.
Oh, like the one where Delmo picks up the sketch and is like, "Oh, this is a really cute one," and then you see her posing in it, and it's like, "Oh, that's cute."
Yes.
I love it. And I don't even like fashion shows. They're all stupid and asinine to me.
But there's one fashion show you do love.
Oh my goodness.
Which one's that
But
one?
we go back into Metropo Jinrai's hideout where Fuwa has like this whole thing strapped to his head, and part of it is an actual modem, like a $80 modem you can buy from.
I love that. I love the
Yeah,
just the modem / router on the back of his head.
That's beautiful. I really like this effect where Jin is talking to Naki through obviously this thing is like connecting to the brain chip and letting Jin talk to Naki. And you see like the computer with the waveform and you hear them talking. But then you have the actor Naki. He's sitting just off screen from Fuwa and they're projecting his shadow on the wall.
I love that.
So you've got Fuwa in the foreground here, and then Naki is just off to the side. Naki's shadow.
And they're like 3 times too big, oversized coat. It's like Naki never learned how to dress themselves, so they just grabbed whatever was at the store.
They're a manifestation in a brain chip. They can wear whatever they want.
I have a question. Is it possible that technically they're wearing Fuwa's outfit and that's why it's so big on them?
Oh my god!
No. The outfit that Naki's wearing is actually the outfit Naki's going to wear for the rest of the series.
You could have let me had my dream.
What's your dream, Kat? My dream is to see Naki in a coat 3 sizes too big for them.
Well, actually, my dream is to have a mansion full of ponies with saddlebags full of money and then also some hot cabana boys, but go off.
But yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
Ark has given the order to free Naki, and somehow this is going to free Naki. Somehow.
Wait, did I just admit that my dream is the same thing as Celeste from Danganronpa?
Probably.
To be fair, she had a really good
No,
dream.
no.
You were
No,
less
Kat.
vampire. You were less vampirish about it, though. Anyway,
I
what's
want
up?
that.
No, Kat. See, you have totally different dreams. You want a mansion with lots of money and hot boys. Celeste wanted a castle with lots of money and hot boys. Totally different.
Good point.
Mm.
And also, I'm not currently being run over by a fire truck, so we're good.
Yeah, that
I know
does
of.
help. Anyway, this grand plan to get Naki out of the brain chip and to further the Ark's plans is ruined by Fool waking up and going absolutely fucking apeshit. You kidnapped me! You son of a bitch! Let me out of this fucking contraption!
Stop fucking with my head!
Yeah. And somehow Fuwa knows. Somehow Fuwa just runs from this place to where Aruto and Izu and Delmo's walking out of the building. Which, by the way, if you guys watch the clip shows, get used to this shot because they use this shot to have Aruto and Fuwa talk to each other.
Well, it's not Aruto and Fuwa talking to each other now. It's Aruto and Naki talking to each other.
Oh, no. They'll actually have Fuwa speak with Naki's monotone to try and match the face.
Oh wow! So,
it is so dumb.
I mean, in this scene, in the actual.
Yeah, no. I'm just pointing out how dumb it is. Shows.
Well,
anyway,
they had to do what they had to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good.
So yeah, Naki is having an issue right now. And is talking to Izu and Aruto about it, and they're being very cool. Like, hey, this is part of Metropo Jinrai you're all talking to. Because we forgot to mention Fuwa explained the whole brain thing to Aruto.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he did
There's
that in
a
episode
chip
30.
in my brain.
Yeah, or the last episode, something like that. Like the whole thing's explained. So Aruto knows a member of Metropo Jinrai is in Fuwa's head.
And actually, I have a question. I don't remember. Is it this episode or the next episode where Aruto goes up to the 2 goons and is like, dudes, you have a chip in your head and you're being controlled?
Neither.
I don't remember which one it is, but he tries to do that too. He tries to help these 2 guys as well. They're just like, the president's will is absolute, and nothing happens there. So he tried. He tried at least.
It might have been in the last episode or something. I forgot all about that scene.
An attempt was made. But he's saying to Naki, it's okay. Human gears can have dreams too. You don't have to follow the orders of Zaya, which is giving Naki this whole identity crisis of what's my purpose? Am I a tool? Or do I have free will? I'm so confused.
And they keep on like snap cutting between Fuwa and Naki.
And I love the end of it where Aruto's like, yes, Naki, yes, human gears can have dreams. And then he gets grabbed by the collar. It's like, I'm not Naki, goddammit, I'm Fuwa.
Stop cheating on me.
So part of the clip shows is Aruto gets the big idea that Fuwa should be a bodyguard and fires him, and then they're going to go over other jobs to see which one would be a best fit for Fuwa. So they do this scene, they rephrase it. And it's like, Aruto goes, maybe you shouldn't be a bodyguard anymore. And I can help you. I can be a reference for your new job. Thanks. I like that idea a lot.
What the fuck?
I love Fuwa.
It's just... Oh, sorry. I just recently watched the clips. It's just...
So is it time for fashion?
Yes, well, it's time for Delmo to be in danger minutes before she needs to be on stage.
All right, so
okay.
One of the things that Delmo has is a recording of the audience and the cheering and the music, and that gets her pumped up. That's her safe space, and like she likes to go off and listen to that, and just kind of like mellow out that vibe.
Hype herself up.
And, it's a busy place in a fashion show. Like, everybody's running around backstage. So she decides, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to go smoke my little cigarette out here with my comfort audio all by myself and just calm down. And I'm not going to tell Fuwa about it.
Yeah, and Fu was there being bodyguard, and he walked into a random room, and Horobi and Jin's in this room. That's not a good place to be.
Well, that's when he's searching for Delmo.
Yeah, because he realized, oh shit, she's gone. And on top of that, he also walks in on, girls changing because
we have to have that funny scene.
He gets underwear thrown at him.
As you do.
What do you think would be the last thing they would want to throw at a pervert?
I mean,
it's not their underwear. It's the underwear that's at the fashion show.
I mean, they still need it.
But yeah, no, while this is going on, Yaiba is just doing the whole Micro Miles chasing Delmo through the building.
Aren't you glad that we can reference shit like that now? At the very least, reference it until 5th of December when they vote no on the thing and Million Year Strike happens again.
Yeah. But it's like every shot is like, Delmo's running away, and it just cuts to Yaiba, who's transformed, just walking slowly with the scythe. Delmo ends up finding the door that, is like
a put on my soundboard.
And jumps out
doing
the
Halloween
floor.
thing?
Yeah. Copyright avoidance.
Copyright avoidance.
Oh, wait. That means we need Chris to start singing Mariah. And then the brain definitely can't.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
Oh, man.
Wow, I can't tell the difference.
No, really close. No joke.
Okay, Chris, you could stop singing there. That's fine. You're good.
Anyway, but yeah, Delmo jumps out a second floor of the building, runs, but then ends up running into Thouser, and good thing Aruto's there.
Hooray!
Yep. Yay. Big fight scene.
I'm gonna kill that human. I'm gonna destroy that human gear. We can't allow human gears to be seen in a positive light. No.
Yeah, so he's sending out all the animals. Aruto is like really cool scene of him just like destroying all the Progrise animals as they're running towards Delmo, he's playing excellent defense, all this cool stuff. And then Naki shows up. And Thouser's like, "Oh, good, you're here. Kill them."
Well,
And
Now he's like, actually,
I have a dream now. Oh, this scene's so good.
This is very good. Yes.
insert
Oh,
scene
and then-
from Tangled where they're singing about having a dream. We might as well get as
No,
many
but-
references out as we can before they go back on strike.
But Nike keeps on explaining how no, I am not a tool. My dream is to make sure other human gears can have dreams, including Delmo. Which, by the way, we forgot to point out Delmo broke her leg during all this.
yeah,
Oh,
she took
and-
a cheap shot from Thouser.
And Thouser's
I mean,
absolutely just a
To be fair,
here.
sorry to interrupt you, Frez, but to be fair, there is one great thing that comes out of Delmo being hurt, and that is, Chris, if you could pull up the picture.
Well, yes, but let's
can
get
we
to that
wait
later.
for can we
Yeah,
wait for that the big but yeah, Thouser's just an absolute shit about this. Like, she broke her leg. Now she can't walk at the show. I
Frez.
win.
But
Frez, I wasn't talking about that picture. Chris knows the picture I'm talking about.
well, while Chris pulls up the picture, Naki's, going over dreams and how they are going to protect that human gear's dreams and all that stuff. And they go in and, they punch Thouser and scream, "I am no one's tool." And then Fu was like, "Oh, I could definitely hear that." They are now working together. They're in sync. They're, it's like Yami Yugi and regular Yugi.
And so once again,
Yeah. We get an awesome transformation to Rampage Gatling where you see both Naki and Fuwa doing the pose for Rampage, to summon Rampage Gatling. Oh, here, Chris' picture.
but that's
Oh,
as you know.
why would you do that to Izu? No. Oh, why would you do that to Izu?
Izu becomes a real girl.
I also love your last Google search. Just saying.
I mean, yes, because when we get to it,
Wait! Holy shit, Chris, NaNoWriMo,
Oh,
what?
anyway.
have you been doing book this entire time?
No, I thought about it, but I couldn't decide on a thing that I wanted to write.
Oh, okay.
But I had thought about it.
Anyway,
Maybe next year.
so Thouser, Yaiba gets their butt kicked by Naki and Fu. Also, I love how all these episodes it's been mostly like a tag team against Thouser just to show how it's but this time it's just still one rider, just two minds. And then Aruto's distraught, like, "Oh man, but Delmo's leg's broken. We can't do this anymore." And Ishi comes up with an idea while holding that thing. Anyway, what's up, President?
I just want to say, wait, please, wait. I just want to say, you mentioned what Fuwa and Naki working together as one, as the same Kamen Rider. It's like some sort of double Kamen Rider, a Kamen Rider W, if you will.
Oh, I don't think these two know who Kamen Rider Double is. Do you?
No.
It's basically two people that transform into one rider.
That
They have a
Isn't
whole.
this the one where one of them, their face is directly in the other one's butt?
No. Nice.
The fuck?
There is a common rider like that, though, isn't there?
No, that's Kamen Rider Revised, and when they transform into
That's the one.
T-Rex.
What the fuck kind of
Yeah.
human centipede bullshit are you talking about?
No. So whenever I was explaining about that nasty racist that's in Kamen Rider Revised,
Oh,
it's always a good thing that I also point out that they have a gimmick where they can combine into like an animal, and for their T-Rex one, the racist has another butt sitting on his face,
Isn't there also like a shark or a dolphin or something where they're 69?
and they're 69. Yeah.
Yeah.
fuck. And anyway,
We thought this one was gay.
Oh,
I think we should talk about the most fashionable at the fashion show.
Yep. So Easy comes up with a great idea. She's going to be a model, which considering
And she works it.
well, and
oh
considering
my god,
most
she's so cute.
of these actors and actresses are just models anyway. Yeah. So we get
Naruto's just running alongside her, like, hi, I'm fashionable too. Oh my god, there's so many people here.
but yeah,
There you go.
awesome.
Beautiful.
Look at those
awesome
two precious
scene.
babies.
Beautiful.
Such babbies. Such babbies.
And, this
Perfect.
is good. This is good Human Gear PR. They interview Naruto, and it's like, oh, so you started a new company after the whole he didn't take over. And he's like, yeah, I mean, we're just working to show that you can trust Human Gears and that we're gonna build the public's trust back in us. And it's like, yay!
And he's open and upfront about them reaching singularity so that they can't be hacked anymore.
Mhm. And then we get a scene with Yaiba, who has a lot to think about. I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode.
Surely it can't be something that I've been like hoping will happen for 13 episodes and going, come on, do it.
Surely
Oh,
nothing
man.
that I accidentally spoiled myself about several weeks ago or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Ago.
And I'm like, hey, don't look up random pictures. You're going to spoil us because like Kat saw the picture of the punch.
At the very least, at the very least, it was hand drawn. It wasn't like an actual screen grab from the episode. It was more like, oh man, I really wish that would happen.
It was fan art. But honestly, like that. Mwah.
Yeah, we're giving away the consider this my resignation.
So yeah, if I considered episode 32 high art, episode 33 is perfect. No notes. 5 out of 7. 11 out of 10. Perfect. Love it. This is an excellent episode.
I think you meant 7 out of 5.
Oh no. Kat,
He doesn't
when we're
know.
done, you need to show him.
You've never seen 5 out of 7?
No,
I'm getting it.
Kat,
I've seen 7 and 9.
Oh,
No, I'm getting it.
no.
I'm getting it.
We have work to do, but we should get to episode 33, please.
So hey, did you guys like that basketball coach that was overbearing?
Now we have
Tennis time.
Tennis coach that's overbearing. Love Chan, which the actor, by the way, is currently the Black Ranger and the currently running Super Sentai. He is the Hachi Ranger or the Wasp Ranger. I think he's a Wasp or something.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, so I only have one note for this whole fucking episode, despite being so much to cover. We have a Tsundere Fua in the background as he's brought in a Humagear that has been illegally dumped, and he's like, hey, so fix him. It's not like I want you to heal all the Humagears or anything. And so they turn him on, and it's
like
left
that.
hand. It's great.
He is
Shut up.
he is absolutely intense.
Oh God, what was the joke that Naruto made? Because like
Oh,
they,
it's something like, what's going on? It's a mystery. A Miss Tennis Tree.
and
Oh,
as
God.
he says this, he does his Naruto Janaito and points at Love-chan, who backhands the joke back at him with his racket, and Naruto falls on his ass. Fua in
And
the
Fua is losing his shit in the background.
background. My note for this episode was tennis joke kills Fua.
And then, like, literally a second later, a guy is like, Yua, you must go and destroy Fua. It's like, honey, that's already happened.
And then the note goes, Yaiba told to kill him. It's too late.
No, but this is Yaiba's last chance. She's been disappointing guy lately. I mean, you've been
Last
sitting her
chance,
out.
PM.
But mind you, let's point out that guy has given both Aruto and Fua their current strongest forms are stronger than anything Yaiba can be right now.
Yep.
So this is all Guy's fault. But anyway,
Yep.
but Fua mentions, oh, you don't know about Fua's origins. And Yaba's like,
God.
Fua's what?
This asshole. This fucking asshole. Like, literally, we had to pause for a moment. I forget exactly what it was that we would. I think Chris was writing or something. So we pause it, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, it'd be really funny if it turned out this entire time that he was never actually there during Daybreak, and that was all fabricated.
Fresno, if
I'm
you want
so
to go ahead
mad.
and tell them.
I can confirm.
Okay. You know how you said the whole thing about, oh, I accidentally saw the punch, or I spoiled this or that for myself.
Did you spoil this
This
for
is
yourself?
the thing. I didn't. We have a friend. There's a friend of mine, and he likes the Kamen Riders, and so he watches the show. Hello, you're listening, probably. Hi. And so after the last batch, we were talking about the whole Fua thing with the brain chip, and he says to me, "Oh yeah, it's really fucked up when you learned that all of his memories of Daybreak were fabricated." I'm like, "What? Oh, did that not happen?" Oops. So I knew the entire time when this. I'm like, okay, this is the thing I know.
So I should mention, I did not know this until I watched the clip shows to make the notes for next week's podcast, or the next time we do a podcast. Fua. So I told you guys about the pun with Aruto being that person. So when he says there's only one person that can stop you, and it's me, I'm that person. Fua apparently means somebody, as in he is just somebody.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep. And I hate that it took the clip show to explain that whole thing to me.
Now that's what I call an Naruto Shinaito.
Yeah. Anyway, we get a whole explanation from Love Chan's owner, which is this kid, that when they shut down the Human Gears, he kept Love Chan in his room, and he couldn't have girls over because they will just see Love Chan staring at them while they're on his bed, and it was like a scene from a horror movie. And then we just get a scene of Izu imagining it.
That was cute.
I love her.
Love Chan is a very enthusiastic tennis coach.
So,
but
very
this episode really isn't about the whole Humagear thing. This is just like a B plot. Something to be going on to further the notion of Humagears having dreams and resonating with people and shit.
Yeah, in fact, this is so minor. When the first attack happens, when Yaiba tries to stop them with her grunts, like, why don't you just use your finisher on them? Just start the fight, use the finisher, knock them out, be like, really? But they didn't.
Because then we wouldn't have a wild choreographed Kamen Rider fight for the kids.
They do take a time to actually give Yaiba a slower transformation where we can see the red tears in her face. She transforms. Yeah.
And this is wild because she attacks, but she goes after Fua because is Thouser here at this point too fighting?
No, it's just her.
Well,
Thouser's in the second fight, but in the first fight she's screaming at
so it's just Naruto versus
screaming at Fua, yelling at him to take off the belt.
Oh, not just screaming at him to take off the belt. She takes him aside.
You should never have been a Kamen Rider.
You should never have been a Kamen Rider. And then she's grabbing the belt, trying to rip it from him. She's very clearly fucked up by whatever. Well, we've already said she's very clearly fucked up by what Guy has told her about Fua,
which we've already.
But we'll get to it in the show, of course. But the fight ends and they retreat, and Fua's just like, "What the fuck was that about?"
Yeah.
Again, if you guys are watching this show and you haven't actually seen Kamen Rider 01, the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. Go watch it.
Yes.
You'll hate us, but go watch it.
Well, mostly you'll just hate Kacheri because he got us into all of it.
Yeah, it's his fault. Blame him.
Hey.
Blame Kacheri.
That's a good show.
And
But Yaiba goes back to the truck, and it looks like her henchmen have been taken care of. They're probably dead. Let's be honest. And there's two new
kinda
henchmen
looks like
now. Yeah, there's two new henchmen now transforming into the hard crabs to try and take her out. And
You failed for the last time. You will now be exterminated.
yeah.
oh wait, no, we won't exterminate you just yet. It'll be fine. Okay. This is
That's
what
what
you
it
get
is.
for trying to disobey me. It's like,
Well,
Cool.
Fua knocks him out. But
Yeah.
well, yeah. Well, more he knocks them out of transformation and then they run away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Again, they're like at this point. They should just start their finisher. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
but then we wouldn't have the cool Kamen Rider fights.
No,
Yeah.
we're still going to have a damn good Kamen Rider fight.
We are, yes. But Kutiri, if they just started with the finisher in that fight, then we wouldn't have a cool Kamen Rider fight, would we?
But we get more of Love Chan, which we get some decent scene. Love
Yeah.
Love Chan. He's awesome.
Love Chan
But-
is good, but this is not what we're here for.
No. If you guys want to know Love Chan's story and finding out that his owner actually it's the same as the basketball's arc. Overbearing, turned him off, didn't want that to happen, and then they come up with a different plan of having him be a coach. Story's done.
Great. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
hey,
Yep,
Val's
it's all
just here
good.
to ruin Fuwa's day.
and Yua is absolutely horrified at the fact that Val's like, I'm gonna tell him, Yua. I'm gonna tell him. And she's like, Fua, don't listen to him for the love of God.
And Fuwa's like, I don't care what he has to say. Nothing could. Wait.
By the way, all your memories of Daybreak are fabricated. I have planted them to make you hate human gears to be a better tool for me.
Oh, but
Hey, now you
Fuwa's actor
stinker.
sells it. Fuwa actor sells it so good, though.
Yeah, he
That's
is
here.
upset.
That's
Oh,
here.
yeah. But this was the straw that broke the Chia's back.
At last! At last!
Finally!
Yaiba face turn! Yaiba face turn! Yaiba face
Her a
turn!
slower transformation back into Valkyrie. We haven't seen Valkyrie in so long. And like they do the slow transformation. They even let the bug eyes light up slowly too. Like we get the red tear face, we get the slow put together, all the lights turned on, the steam. So good. Fresno, what's up?
Now, what's interesting in this is, again, we've been talking about the whole thing of how each Kamen Rider has a distinct goal and distinct ethos and what they believe in and their dream and all that stuff. Now, right at the very beginning of the show, like within like the first or second batch episodes, it was back in the Sushi Chef one, we had Yua's take on Human Gears, where they're like, they're a tool that can be used for good or for evil.
Mm-hmm.
Technology being used for good or evil. Technology isn't evil, it's how you use it.
Yep.
And so Yua is transforming. She's like, I don't have a dream, but I believe in the power of technology. And you, Amatsu, you're using technology for evil. You're using people as your own toys. And you're misusing technology. And I won't stand for it anymore. So it's consistent with her theme of, she doesn't trust, she isn't like suddenly, the human gears are great, yay! It's like, you've been using people and technology for your own sadistic, selfish needs, and that goes against my ethos, and the fact that I've gone along with it for so long, my eyes are finally open. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, no,
Yay.
and like this is something you point out. We've seen it now for 13 plus episodes. What's up, Chris?
Her specific statement was that she's not going to let him fuck up with people's dreams anymore.
Yes. Thank you.
Up the fucking of dreams. What, I speak good. Another thing to point out, in the portion where Fua had rescued her from the guys that were about ready to take her out, he basically told her that feelings can overcome technology. And that's very important because in her final confrontation with Guy, Thouser. She tells him this much and kicks his ass so hard.
It doesn't start out that way. Mind you, she's putting up a good fight, but Guy is fucking with her head the whole time. And as Bowser is fucking with her head, Fuwa sort of just comes to a revelation that he is through with hatred. He now has a dream that he's going to fight for, and his dream is to be a Kamen Rider. And he goes Rampage Gatling and gives Yaiba the assistance so she could get past the whole her brains being fucked with thing. What's up, Fresno?
I'm of two minds on this. On the one hand, it's great to see Fuwa and Yaiba working together at a common goal again. They're buds again, in a sense. Their goals align. Kick the shit out of Bowser. On the other hand, when Aruto had to overcome Bowser and beat his ass, he got a power-up. When Fuwa had to overcome Bowser and finally be able to beat his ass, he got a power-up. When Yaiba finally has to overcome Bowser and beat his ass, she needs assistance from Fuwa to do it.
Well, I mean, she did do like a double finisher, like kind of tricked Bowser into thinking that he stopped her first finisher just to fucking headshot him. I mean,
it would be nice if it was fair. And if in all's fair in love of war, Yaiba would have gotten the power up from this stunt.
Yeah, but she was also using tools that, the original tools. She wasn't using Guy's Raid Riser. Like, mind you, Guy did also create the gun and gave her Lightning Hornet, but
No, it's still symbolic. I get it.
Yeah,
because fighting Jackal is definitely a I am a tool of the Zaya Corporation thing.
It would be cool if she used fighting Jackal into the gun. Because I think I showed you guys the concept art of like all the other keys that we never get to see used in 01. Like, there's even keys with Cheetah. There's keys.
I did not look at that because I was afraid of spoilers of some sort.
No spoilers. Like,
I still didn't look at it.
Yeah, but there is concept art like of the 30 plus keys that was ever created. Like, all of them could be used in the 01 belt. Like, Arco could take Shooting Wolf and become Shooting Wolf 01. Like, that's a thing that can happen. So it probably would have been cool, and if this season would have came out 2 years later, because Revice's female writers get final form, she probably would have had final form. What's up, Fresno?
I just want to say, on the further reflection, Yaiba getting to team up with Fuwa and beat the final big bad guy and get catharsis is an improvement from other Kamen Rider shows you've mentioned, where the female riders die.
Oh yeah, no. One, she probably would not have been a rider in a previous season, or if we want to bring up the unfortunate case of riders from even like 5 years before this one, she probably would have taken a bomb for Bowser and died for it.
Well, yeah. Progress and improvement. Progress and
improvement. No,
does that lead us into the greatest bit of catharsis?
Well, yeah, I just want to reiterate how she does the kick, and then Bowser is like, "Oh, I stopped it," and she does the whole maybe feelings can overcome technology, and just uses the second finisher, blasts him in the face. Like, it's every time I see that headshot, like the boom headshot, it's just so good. But yes, we cut to Bowser trying to get away while injured. It's a sunset. He turns back, and it's all the people that hate his guts that he's been screwing over for 13 episodes. He is running like he's about ready to get murdered.
And then he puts on his Zaya spec, and he's just like, "Oh baby, as he cries and fizzles Yaiba's chip to cause her pain. And then
we get a finisher cut. It's like, what? And then she punches, and it's consider this my resignation.
Yeah, that finishing move is probably the best.
I'm going to share something with y'all. If you could put down your presentation there, Chris. Let's see. Yep, this is the one. Okay. So, you can see it now. This is my screen. Like I said, sometimes I have the Kamen Rider wiki up every so often, just to make it a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
I changed my background.
Hey, send me that.
Beautiful.
I will.
If I may, Kat.
Absolutely. I think I know what you're going to put up.
Oh, what? You really? Now, I can't believe you would think I'd be that predictable as to just share the same thing I've been sharing the entire fucking time. I mean, what kind of person do you take me for?
Oh man.
It was
But
beautiful.
Yaiba's unemployed, but not unemployed for long. She's walking home and is greeted by Jin and Hirobi, who has a job for her, and she's like, "Okay,
This can't end well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It could be from one shitty boss to another. It could be that she's doing something good. I have my doubts.
To be fair, Yaiba is the engineer. She's the one who makes all this stuff, right? So in theory, she would want to make a method of getting the AI
Naki.
out of Fua's head in a way that won't hurt Fua. Meanwhile, Hirobi is absolutely happy to just go, full.
Yep,
Rip and tear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Until they're done.
So the question then remains.
No. Wait. Hirobi was the one that stopped Jin from cracking open his head because the Ark willed that Fua have him.
Well, that's also
yeah,
probably if Fua dies, the chip probably turns off and deletes itself. It's
maybe
they don't go into it, but it's probably that case too.
Either way, I kind of expect that Yaiba will be working with these people for what she sees as good ends, and Hirobi, or maybe even Jin, depending on how you play your card, somebody will probably double cross her in some fashion and make her not too pleased about how her work has been used for a nefarious purpose for their particular ends.
Oh, maybe we'll see.
We'll see in the next batch, but for now,
thoughts.
Man,
where?
Go for it.
Holy shit! What a batch! My God, just an incredibly solid run of episodes. I said last time that the final one felt like a season finale. This feels like season 3 of 01, just going off in this brave and bold new direction while also solidifying the core themes and dreams of these characters we have grown to love and hate in respect. We have just this amazing new evolution for the concept of the Humagear and following their bliss and dreams and going beyond the whole using them as tools to get them to singularity and get them to be sentient and decide what they want, if they want to help humanity or hinder it or whatever the hell. And we have, of course, Kamen Rider Thouser getting owned over and over again. He owns Hiden. He has this massive technology, but he is definitively getting owned over and over in this batch, losing each bit of his control, losing control over first destroying all the Humagears, then destroying a few Humagears, and then Naki, and then Yaiba. Over these 4 episodes, he just keeps losing things, losing the absolute control that he's had, and it is so cathartic to see. Also cathartic to see Naki's face turn. They're pretty great, and I like seeing that. And Yaiba's face turn, well worth the wait, well deserved, and so good to finally see that punch. Everything I dreamed of. What a fucking batch! What a fucking show!
Now do you see why I was so mad in the last batch of episodes that Arto had the power to stop Thouser from doing like a million things that went wrong in the last batch of episodes, but he couldn't for some reason. And now you see these episodes and it's like retroactively makes the previous ones worse. Anyway, Kat or Chris, who's up next?
Kat can go first.
Okay then. Can this be the rest of the show? Just like that one last little scene just over and over again for like 30 or so minutes. 'Cause that was perfect. That was perfection. That is my dream. That you know what? That's my dream now. That's my dream. Screw the men and
Not screwing the men anymore.
A mansion where every room has a painting of that and different artistic representations.
yes. And also add some cabana girls to those cabana boys. Just for reasons.
Hell yeah.
Equal opportunity.
Equal opportunity sexual harassment
And
by the boss.
And the cabana days. Don't forget the cabana days.
Hell yeah.
You know what? Just everybody. Anybody could be cabana.
Yeah.
Well, within reason. Obviously, just mostly hot people. Because we are shallow. Very, very shallow.
Yeah. Very.
Unlike these
Anyway.
episodes, which are full of depth and creativity, and honestly, I just love them. It's like we get to have Jin being a semi-good guy who's working with our hero for once. Aruto gets to, like he's still his silly self, but he gets to really actually help people. And like they point out parts of the previous episodes that kind of icked me. Like Jin's like, "You've been destroying human gears this whole time. How dare you?" And he's like, "Yeah, what about you?" But in a good way? It's like, honestly, this set of 4 episodes has been a great catharsis for not only helping explain some things in the past, but also leading towards, like, a really great future that I can't wait to see. I am hyped up for the next 2 episodes, and then we skip the clip shows, and then everything else after that.
Don't worry, I'll go over the clip shows next podcast. Anyway, Chris, what's up?
Okay, so I'll be honest with y'all. These episodes scare me.
Uh-oh.
This is a peak. And what happens when you get to the top of the peak? Things start going downhill. So my worry is that this is going to be it, and this is going to go terribly wrong. But these episodes, as they are, were fantastic. They brought a lot of things to fruition that have been brewing for a while. We finally get to see some actual progress towards getting everybody on the same page, if not for the same reasons. Yes, Friz.
I would like to talk about the whole peak thing because I can make the comparison because of the strike limbo that we're in. But your comment about how you worry that we hit peak and that we can only go downhill from there reminds me of my experience at the beginning of this year watching Twin Peaks.
Oh God.
Okay. I won't spoil what happens, but there
I'm
is
just
a
gonna take
bit.
my headphones off for a little bit.
Okay, I won't spoil what happens, but there is a bit in Twin Peaks, in a third of the way through the second season, where the network basically forces David Lynch and Mark Frost to solve the big mystery of the show, which is who killed Laura Palmer. And we get the solution, and that 3-episode stretch is peak Twin Peaks, pardon the pun. It is so incredible and shocking and transgressive and good. And I heard a rumor saying, "Oh yeah, well, after that the show doesn't get as good." I'm like, how could that happen? How could that be? This is so good. How can it go downhill from there? And I kept watching, and it did indeed go downhill from there for a variety of reasons, including but not limited to David Lynch taking his ball and walking home for about 14 or 15 episodes, only coming back for the finale of the show. And without him, it obviously takes a nosedive for various reasons that I can't get into. But I understand your sentiment. All I can do is hope that we don't have that same thing happen here. Your comments did just make me think of that.
If you guys want my opinion for the rest of the show, we're going to be at this peak for another couple episodes, and the clip shows happen. Then we drop. Mind you, when we get out of the clip shows, because of some funky COVID-ness, it's still good. Then some writing decisions happen thanks to issues that happened during the break that they decided Well, this is something I probably should get into more in the next podcast, but they were basically told that, yeah, you guys lost 6 weeks, but while we're laying Kira Major, keep those 6 weeks and, go on for an extra month. We're not going to let you have that Kamen Rider. So they had to scrap their ending and quickly come up with a new one.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I can see how that would.
So you're going to see some things not get resolved that are currently mysteries. By the way, Chris, can you tell Kat to come back?
What? I'm here.
You said took the headphones off, so I'm like, So
I was here the entire time. I just wasn't paying attention.
Go ahead, Frez.
I just want to add, y'all should watch Twin Peaks. You at home
literally do not have the time.
Kat, it's 30 episodes.
I literally do not have the time.
But
I will start a fucking podcast and we will make the time.
Hey, Chris, do you want to go watch something that's not Twin Peaks?
Okay. So I've been kind of skirting around maybe being interested in Twin Peaks because, I know Devin's watched it and he's loved it.
Twin Peaks is pretty good, but I knew where Fresno was going when he was doing the whole Peak talk because it is one of the famous blunders of TV history.
Oh, okay. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. It's one of the famous TV blunders. It's as bad as, let's say, the Saw movies were a TV franchise and they decided to do the thing for the movies and TV franchises, kill off the main cast a third of the way through.
I wouldn't put it as that disastrous, but it's definitely a drop in quality.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to compare this to True Detectives then. Season 1 was the best thing I'd ever watched. For the difference
between True Detective and other stuff was it was different cast every season.
Yeah, well, they only ever expected to do one season, so they put all of their love and care into that one season. Then they're like, "Hey, we're renewing you." They're like, "What? Oh shit!"
What's up, Chris?
Kuchiri, I have a very important question. Do you think Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me is based?
It's more Twin Peaks.
It is. I love that movie. It's a fucking nightmare, but I love that movie.
It's. I didn't hate it, but it was I don't want to say I expect it, but it's still Twin Peaks.
Well, it is and it isn't.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. I don't want to go into details, but
Look. I want to wrap up the podcast because I want to eat poutine.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get into a whole Twin Peaks dissertation. Suffice it to say, I will talk to you in the chat later about my Fire Walk with Me haunting and how that movie actually haunted me this year. But
can I get back to what I was saying?
Please talk about Kamen Rider and let's close this thing off.
But we're in the 10 out of 10 episodes. We're going to be in the 10 out of 10 episodes until the clip shows. After we get out the clip shows, we're going to be anywhere from a 7.5 out of 10 to a 9 out of 10 for the rest of the series.
I can live with that.
There is going to be a thing that because they had to rewrite the whole ending, there is one thing that gets talked about a lot, similar to MC Checkout, that may cause some fluctuation with their personal ratings. But we'll talk about that when we get to those episodes.
Yeah, we will.
Are we going to have a bad time?
It depends on what your thoughts on the whole thing are.
We shall see.
Gonna have an uncomfortable time is what it sounds like.
It's a conversation. I'm going to leave it at that. If you ignore the conversation, it's still those episodes are still in the 7.5 to 9 range.
Who are we to ignore conversation?
But I will say the final fight of this series, when we get to it in episode 45, is the best final fight in any Kamen Rider I have seen.
Episode 45. We only have 11 episodes left.
Well, then you also got to remember there's the 6 clip show.
But we're not watching that. You're just gonna say and then this happened.
So let me talk about the clip shows real fast. This is mostly for if people want to watch them. The first 5 clip shows don't feature any new content really, except for a painting that is in the 5th clip show. In fact, because of that, I'm just going to quickly show you guys what the painting is, and then I'll let you guys decide if you want to figure it out yourself. Watch it yourself. 1 second, let me. Of course, it doesn't show up. This image shows up during the clip shows. It's the only piece of new content.
Oh my god!
I mean, it's almost worth it.
Now, I will also tell you, every episode had one mind-blowing thing that they never revealed in any of the main parts of the episodes. So there's you get past the very bad 1 out of 10 episodes, you get one piece of really awesome content. Anyway, but then the final clip show does feature new images shot. So that's the 35.5. It's also a clip show about all the members of Metro Jinrai. But it does feature Azu, who is a new character, and she introduces herself, and you get to see how different she is from Izu. And you guys get to see the final boss in episode 35.5. I will let you guys know we are going to be introduced to the final boss in the next batch of episodes.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, you can find us on Twitter, stuff in the doobly doo, same names on Twitch, all that stuff. Anything else we want to plug before we get out of here?
No.
Anyway, so
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving. We'll be back with episode 34, 35. The
Oh wait,
COVID
hang on.
special.
I just remembered something I can plug.
Uh-oh.
And we'll link it in the thing. But I was featured in the SocksMakePeopleSexy.net Community Creator Showcase.
Hooray!
And it was an amazing thing. It was an amazing thing hosted by my friend Polly, where a whole bunch of streamers and writers and musicians and game developers all showcased their art. And for some reason, they allowed this blue-haired nerd who talks about Star Trek and plays hard video games on the internet to be a part of it.
Yay!
So if you would like to
why
watch
not?
that amazing show, the link will be down below. I'll post it to the thing. Kachiri, you can put it in.
Yep.
And it's
It'll
really
be
great and wonderful.
you.
So check that out and check those amazing creative people out. And say goodnight, Kachiri.
Before I say goodnight, next time we'll get a whole Hirobi episode. Some characters may have a return. We meet the final boss. And I don't know, something about being 1000% your friend. Good night.
Okay, what?
Yeah, that's the title that I saw last time. Yeah.
No! Do
Yeah.
not reheat